Hello everyone, welcome. This is nuclei part 13. In the last class we have discussed about half-life and we have derived the equation for half-life, that is T is equals to 0.693 divided by lambda, where lambda is decay constant. We know that, right? So today we are going to discuss about mean life of a radioactive substance. So let us understand this mean life of radioactive substance through an example. So let us consider a radioactive substance which consists of 5 atoms. Okay, so the first atom which disintegrate in 1 second, the second atom disintegrate in 2 seconds, the third atom disintegrate in 3 seconds, the fourth atom disintegrate in 4 seconds, the fifth atom disintegrate in 5 seconds. Then the mean life of this radioactive substance is defined as the average, the ratio of average life of all the atoms, or the total lifetime of all the atoms present in an radioactive substance to the number of atoms present in that radioactive substance initially. That ratio is called mean life. So I will take mean life as Tm here, which is equal to total lifetime of N0 atoms. I will consider N0 is the initial number of atoms, correct? So total lifetime of N0 atoms divided by total number of initial atoms. Total number of initial atoms. Initial atoms. So initial atoms is N0, correct? So this can be given by total lifetime of N0 atom is considered to be T0 and total number of initial atoms is N0. Therefore, mean life is defined as the ratio of total lifetime of number of atoms present in a radioactive substance to the total number of initial atoms present in the same radioactive substance. This is called mean life of a radioactive substance, correct? So you can define it. It is the ratio of total lifetime of all atoms present in an radioactive substance to the total number of initial atoms present in that radioactive substance. This is called mean life of radioactive substance. Okay, so mathematically you can give that Tm is the mean life or an average life, which is equal to T0 is the total lifetime of all N0 atoms present in a radioactive substance to the total number of initial atoms are N0. So this is mean life of a radioactive substance, and we have one formula for this. Let us derive that formula now. Yes, next the expression for mean life of radioactive substance. So what is the definition of mean life? The definition of mean life is ratio of total lifetime of all N0 atoms in a radioactive substance to the total number of initial number of atoms, that is N0, right? So let us assume that Tm be the mean life and total lifetime of all N0 atoms will be T0 and divided by initial number of atoms are N0. So assume that this is the expression number 1, right? And also we know that N is equal to N0 e raised to minus lambda into T. This equation also we know that I call this equation as 2, correct? Where N0 is the initial number of atoms at t equal to 0 second. Correct? Now what is n? N is the remaining number of atoms. Remaining number of atoms at given instant of time. At given instant of time t. Correct? So let dn number of atoms, let dn number of atoms disintegrate in dt time. Correct? So from decay law we can write, from decay law we can write, or from decay law we have dn is equals to minus lambda into n into dt. Correct? dn is equal to minus lambda into n into dt. Then we can say here what? Since dt is very small interval of time, hence we can assume that dn atoms lived for time interval t. So this is very important statement. What is that? Since dt is very small, correct? dn is equal to minus lambda n into dt. This dt is very small. Hence, we are assuming that whatever dn atom is disintegrated, they lived for the time interval t. Therefore, we can write here total lifetime of dn atoms is equals to t into dn. This is expression number 3. This is a very important expression now, right? So integrating, this is the total lifetime of dn atoms, which is called t naught. This is the total lifetime of dn atom. Instead of n naught, dn atoms. So t naught is equals to we can say here t into dn. Now integrating above equation within the limits n equal to n naught to n equal to 0. Nothing but initially they have n naught number of atoms to disintegrate completely. That is n becomes 0, right? Complete disintegration, right? And time t equal to 0 when it is n naught, and to t equal to infinity, because the complete disintegration of radioactive substance takes place at infinity. Correct? So that's why t equal to 0 to t equal to infinity. Now first we'll integrate, that is t naught with the n number of atoms, that is n naught to 0 t into dn. Correct? Now n naught to 0 dn. What is the dn equation here? We have a dn formula, that is minus lambda n into dt. Here minus I am not going to consider, just lambda n into dt I will consider. That is t as it is. In place of dn I can write lambda into n into dt. Correct? Now this can be written as n naught to n, correct, t as it is, lambda n. What is the n equation we have here? N is equals to n naught e raised to minus lambda t. Correct? So in place of n, what I can write? N naught e raised to minus lambda t into dt. Correct? So this is t naught, and now I am going to write this equation in terms of t. Correct? So here the limits are in terms of n naught and n. So not n naught to n, n naught to 0 here, right? So n naught to 0, I will convert it into time. That is T naught equal to, in terms of time, that is t equal to 0 to t equal to infinity, t into lambda n naught e raised to minus lambda t into dt. Correct? Now we got t naught and we are substituting in this equation, that is tm. Correct? So when we substitute in the equation tm, what will happen? We'll see now. Okay? See that t naught we got there, and substitute in this equation, that is tm is equals to, t naught equation is integration from 0 to infinity t into lambda into n naught e raised to minus lambda t into dt and divided by n naught. So here n naught will get cancelled. Lambda is constant, take it outside. So lambda 0 to infinity t lambda taken outside e raised to minus lambda t into dt. So this expression is the integration by parts, right? So by integration by parts, we get it Tm is equals to 1 by lambda, right? So not necessary to solve these things by integration by parts. Directly you write down by integration by parts Tm is equal to 1 by lambda. That whatever calculation is there, that integration of 0 to infinity t into e raised to minus lambda into t into dt, that you have to solve separately in the integration by parts method, right? Which is not necessary here. Directly you can write it by integration by parts. The integration of 0 to t e raised to lambda t into dt can be written as directly 1 by lambda. So this is mean life. Okay. Next, the relation between mean life and half life period, right? So we know that half life equation is given by t is equal to 0.693 divided by lambda, and just we have find out, that is mean life is given by tm is equal to 1 by lambda. Now divide these two equations. Divide 1 by 2. Divide equation 1 by 2 such that t divided by tm is equals to 0.693 divided by lambda divided by 1 by lambda, such that lambda will get cancelled. Okay, so here it becomes this can be written as t is equals to 0.693 times of tm, nothing but half life is equals to 0.693 times of mean life, or mean life is equals to half life divided by 0.693. Both are correct, right? So half life in terms of mean life, that is 0.693 mean life, right? Here mean life is equal to ratio of, right, half life divided by 0.693. This is the relation between mean life and half life. Thank you.